Ruddock come in at 226. He's come in at that exact weight 3 fights in a row. He's an outstanding trainer. He likes to work in the gym, maintains that body perfectly. Bone Crusher Smith. Bone Crusher weighed over 260 pounds in his last outing. That was back in July of 1988. So he has worked hard to get down to 249, and he looks fit. 36 years of age, they're almost the same height, and they have the same reach.
In the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the red and gold trim. He weighed in at an even 229 pounds. This young gentleman has 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw with 14 knockouts. A native of Jamaica and now residing in Toronto, Canada. The Canadian heavyweight champion, and is now currently ranked 4 by the World Boxing Council, number 5 by the World Boxing Association, and number 6 by the International Boxing Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Donovan, Razor Ruddock. Ruddock. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at an even 249 pounds. This young man has 19 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw with 14 knockouts. A native of Magnolia, North Carolina, and now residing in Lillington, North Carolina, the former World Boxing Association heavyweight champion. Here is James Bone Crusher Smith.
The ambition is the same. Mike Tyson.
And Tim, these are 2 imposing physical specimens. These are real heavyweights.
Smith in red, Ruddock in white. Round 1 scheduled for 10. New Jersey. The judges, all from the New York area. Tony Castellano from Jackson Heights. Harold Letterman from Orangeburg. Dr. Marvin Goldberg from Oceanside, New York.
And Tim, you can see the determination on the Bone Crusher's face.
And he let fly one of those fearsome right hands, but Ruddock picked it up and pulled away. Being televised live by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. All of the interest in Razor Ruddock up in Canada being seen live across the country there as well as here in the U.S.
There we see Razor Ruddock with his side-to-side movement, Tim.
Smith in red, Ruddock in white, round 2. Ruddock now just laying his hand out, lands a good left hook. Best punch of the fight, a right hand by Smith. Sends Ruddock down.
And he's hurt, Tim. He's in trouble. Look at Bone Crusher. I don't think he knows where he is at the moment.
Smith jumping all over Ruddock. The crowd on its feet here in Fayetteville.
Look at that strength of Smith.
Ruddock managed to tie him up there, but he's still looking for some legs under him. And he grabs Smith again. Ruddock had just landed the best punch of the fight, a left hand, but Smith came right back with a powerful right.
Oh, we know he has that powerful right. That's the one he just would not let go when he fought Mike Tyson.
Misses with it there, trying to get closer. Ruddock ties him up. Ruddock just trying to survive this round.
Able to throw right hands last round without having to pay. Ruddock has to do something offensively to get Smith's respect. He hasn't done anything thus far.
Ruddock has lost only once, a TKO in 8 early in his career to David Jaco. Still tying up Bone Crusher, which is certainly the right thing to do because you can see he still doesn't have his legs back. This jab by Smith. Under a minute to go in the round. Now an uppercut scored by Ruddock inside.
Vicious uppercut by Ruddock.
Smith showing a little more patience now, trying to find his way in. There's a good jab. And there's a left hand back. And Ruddock, he's got Smith in a little trouble. Right hand on the chin. And Smith holds on.
And Smith looks a little tired, Tim. It's only the second round. He's been hurt.
Ruddock sees that. Trying to come back with 15 seconds to go in round 2. Final seconds of the second round. Ruddock seems to have his legs back, and Smith's in some difficulty. Let's follow Razor Ruddock back to his corner. He goes to the neutral corner. Went to the wrong corner. Emil Griffith had to peel him off, or James Morton, pardon me, had to peel him off on the ropes in the neutral corner.
Let's take a look at that big right hand of the Bone Crushers. There it is, right on the side of the head. That's the strength that Bone Crusher Smith has, Tim.
Tremendous shot. But Ruddock, once he got his legs back under him, landed a good solid left hook. The Bone Crusher. Let's join the corner where James Morton's talking.
I think that the Bone Crusher is getting a little tired again. Why that should be, I don't know. Certainly didn't have to make weight.
No, and he trained in private at his own gym here in his hometown. Got himself down to 249, which, as you can see, is a good weight for him. He's in shape. Right hand by Ruddock.
Good left hook by Ruddock also, Tim.
There's another right
straight right hand.
To go. Round 3, scheduled for 10.
And Ruddock has stopped his side-to-side movement now, Tim. He's right in front of Bone Crusher. No more side-to-side movement. Standing flat-footed.
Left hook scored by Ruddock. Under the 30-second mark we go.
And they're begging Bone Crusher Smith to get off first. Emil Griffith and Joe Frazier.
Ruddock's jabs thrown infrequently and nonetheless landing and taking their toll. Here late, round 3, final seconds of the third. Ruddock's jab starting to take effect, and they were working on some swelling under the right eye of Smith between rounds. There's that uppercut hook that they call in the Ruddock camp the smash. Uppercut scored, left hook behind it. Backing up Smith to the ropes.
Ruddock is taking a little too long to get off, Tim. He remembers that right hand that dropped him earlier in the fight. What Bone Crusher should do with his strength is get off first as they're yelling in the corner. Throw punches at the chest or the body. Feel the other guy. You can't try to outfigure him out.
Ruddock with a right and a left doing some damage. Hasn't landed squarely, but he's got Smith in difficulty, leaning on the rope. Smith finally ties him up, blinked his eyes, and they have a problem with his right eye.
And he looks to the corner. That's what he has to do. He has to fight. He can't look to the corner. These are two big men, and they're throwing bombs.
All right, break. No pointing. And drop.
Under a minute to go. Round number 4. Right hand lead, another one by Ruddock.
And Smith's eye is bothering him, Tim.
Ruddock now finding his target. Just hasn't been able to get clean leverage.
Okay, break it out. Bonecrusher's eye is bothering him. Bonecrusher cannot fight this kind of fight. He has to let his hands go, just for defensive purposes.
In this round, been content to throw 1 or 2 and then grab on. Now digging to the body.
Solid body shots by Bonecrusher. That may slow Ruddock up a little bit.
Final seconds of round number 4. Ruddock drives Smith back to the ropes again.
Let's take a look. There's that right hand by Ruddock, right in Bonecrusher's eye.
Bring the head down, Bone.
There it is again.
You got the man under control.
And you can see Bonecrusher put his hand up to his eye. He may have got a thumb in the eye. Tim.
You know what we talking about? Use the left jab a little bit. Drop the right. This is your home ground. This is your home ground. Think about it. Let's get him done.
Overhead look at the corner. What a corner it is. Joe Frazier, Emil Griffith. I'm going to tell you, that is some kind of war council. But Bonecrusher Smith has got to go out there and do it himself. Just underway in the 5th round, and Dan Jiggetts has some word on Bonecrusher's eye.
Well, Tim, the ring physician, Arthur Bradford, just came over to take a look at that eye. He's a little bit of concern about that. Says when a man gets tired, that's when he can get damaged. Back to you, Tim.
In the 5th round, Ruddock in white, Smith in red. Countering right hand by Smith, now banging to the body. I know, Gil, that's what you'd be asking him to do. Work that body of Ruddock.
Because Ruddock expended a lot of energy and got hit with some good body shots at the end of the last round. Again, the Bonecrusher is trying to figure him out, Tim. He's standing there and he's trying to feint with him. He can't do that. He has to throw those bombs to the body, set everything else up. And Ruddock is not snapping his jab either. He's just holding that jab out as a rangefinder. He should be popping that left jab the way he just did then.
Smith never good right to the body. Ruddock missed the uppercut.
And Smith is still pawing at that eye, Tim.
Ruddock looks very confident and relaxed, but he's really not working very hard in there. Here in the 5th round.
He has his mouth open, Tim.
Got the right hand through to the nose of Smith. Smith fires back and right to the body.
Now he's pawing with it again.
That one's better. Under a minute to go. By the uppercut, landed a right behind it, and a left, and threw himself off balance. Ruddock getting wild. Right hand and a right hand back from Smith. It was better. Under 30 seconds.
Two guys just standing flat-footed in front of each other. And whoever gets off first does the damage.
Good point out, while it's hot outside, it's air conditioned inside. Fairly comfortable. There's a good right hand by Ruddock. Final seconds, round 6. To give the edge to Smith. There's a right hand by Ruddock. That rocks Smith. Follows with a left and a right. Ruddock with right hand lead.
has that sneak right hand that he fires back with on occasion. Looks very, very tired right now, though, Smith. That right hand back by Smith to the body.
Shot to the body.
And another one. Every once in a while, he rises to the occasion. Keeps him in the fight.
Overhand right by Smith to the ear of Ruddock. Didn't move him. Got through.
He's in trouble, Tim.
Two more right hands and a left uppercut. Smith goes down. It was the first right hand that did the damage. Smith will not get up. A 7th round knockout by Donovan, Razor Ruddock of Canada. And the hometown hero suffers a knockout at the hands of Razor Ruddock. There's your winner. Tremendous right hand from Ruddock. The real damaging blow, Gil.
Let's take a look at it here. Baines find the left hand, right hand right on the button, Tim. And here he's got that same rangefinder out there again. This time he comes back with that half hook. Nailed him again. Has him in bad trouble now, Tim. And down he goes. And that's it.